Hi, I'm Rachel, I'm a musician, and this is what my Thursday looked like. Don't let this sunlight fool you. It's 6 degrees in Bellarive this morning. Quite chilly, but the sun is out, the wind is not, so we are enjoying a little stroll down to the dentist to get these pearly yellows into pearly whites. Should be just a checkup and a clean. I don't have any tooth pain or anything, so maintenance is the name of the game today. And then I have some work to do, some errands to run, and hopefully, if I have students that are healthy enough, I will be teaching. But I tell you what, there's a lot of cold and flu type things going around. A few people have had COVID, so they're dropping like flies. So we will see how the day works out. It's hard to say how much improvement there has been in the last 6 months of my gum health. Having migraine medication that works means that I am able to use my electric toothbrush most days, whereas previously I was using just a regular toothbrush. And some days, gross as it sounds, I couldn't brush my teeth because it hurt too much. It would set off, like the auras, the eye things that you can get with migraines, and it was really bad. My gums were always really puffy. As soon as I tried to floss, they would bleed. But the last 6 months, that's eased up so much. And my teeth were fine. It was just so much improvement in 6 months. So very happy about that. My dentist is very happy about that. So it's a really good morning. Downside, of course, of having the clean done is that they put the fluoride stuff on at the end, which means can't eat or drink for another 25 minutes. So no tea. As soon as the time is up, I will be having tea. It's time. Okay, time for a lunch break. Before I'm taking my mother-in-law to, before I leave, I want to get that. Where is my Lady of Shalott book? There. Okay. I'm taking my mother-in-law to a dentist appointment, and I'm going to take my Lady of Shalott notebook so I can do a little bit of brainstorming and work on that while I'm away. But first of all, have a lunch break. Lying robed in snowy white, lying robed through the noises of the night, she floated down to Camelot. For as she reached upon the tide, the first house by the waterside. What should we say? I'm not doing a very good job of keeping you up to date in my vlogging today. Sorry about that. Went out, did the things, and back now. I only have one student today, so shame. At least all of the prep work that I did this morning, that'll hold over till next week, so fine with that. And the silver lining is that I've got a family dinner on this evening that normally I wouldn't have been able to get to because I teach until after the family dinner starts. But I can go this week because I will be finished in time So now my only decision to make is, do I push through, keep trying to do some more work for the next couple of hours, or do I pause, have a break, do the bit of teaching and be super fresh for family dinner? I don't know. Okay, now I'm going to chill out for about 20 minutes before I have to go teach. So I didn't actually finish vlogging yesterday. It's the next morning. I went and taught my one student. It was really good. We had what I call a big picture lesson. So we had a warm up and then spent the rest of the lesson. She sang through song list of her choice and she did a fantastic job. We had a couple of Taylor Swifts in there. Not mad. There's two reasons I like doing a big picture lesson. The first is that it gets you gig ready. So whether you think you might do an exam sometime or an open mic night or a concert, sure, you might only need to do one song, or if it's an audition, you might only need to do 8 bars. But if you are confident that you are able to sing a half-hour set or an hour set without a break, without freaking out, you're just that much more ready to do a gig. The second thing that it gives you is an idea of whether a vocal challenge is something that's just in that particular song, or if it's something that overall, if you work on a particular technique or a particular aspect of your singing, then you're going to improve across the board. And it's not so much for me to hear that, it's actually good for the student, the singer who's doing the full-on set, to go, okay, so I'm noticing that these particular leaps are difficult, or that this particular vowel sound never comes out quite the way I want it to, or you know, maybe it's, I really don't have the stamina for this, and these are the things that tell me I'm getting fatigued. So instead of me having to say, oh, that thing, that's never quite right, you can recognize it yourself when you hear it across multiple songs that you're working on, or multiple pieces if it's not a vocal lesson. So big picture lessons. Obviously, you've got to get a few songs up to learned before you can do a big picture lesson. So there's usually a bit of a gap in between one and the next one, and we might not do another one till next year, but it was great. We picked up a few things and have an idea of where we're going next. Dinner with the family was lovely at the Otomo restaurant where Peter and I got married 4 and a bit years ago. That's always really special. Today is Friday, last day of the working week. I will be working on Project Shalott, and there'll be an update on Patreon later on today, or maybe early tomorrow morning, since that's what happened with this one. And I've also got lunch planned with a friend of mine and both of our mums, so that should be fun to break it up in the middle of the day there. Wishing you a fabulous creative kind of a day, and I will see you next time. Bye!